Hi, guys. Welcome back to the RUMA MIll with Uma and Rosé. And tonight we have a special guest, Eli. Well, he goes by the name of Eli. I don't give away his government name, but Eli is one of my amazing bouncers slash managers slash moderators on my live streams. Whether it's Plenty of Fish or Meetme or TikTok, Eli is there with me. Eli, welcome in. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
How are we doing, everybody? My name is Eli the Don. That's what I go by. I'm just celebrating my birthday today with the Lotus family. I just turned 56.
Happy
I'm in a
birthday.
thank you. I'm in a relationship now. Um, Father of three, all grown up, no grandchildren. But whenever it happens, it happens. But I'm part of the Lotus Lounge family members. We have a sports show that I do with Rosé when we get the chance, and I'm going to be doing my own sports show eventually.
Yeah,
So,
because I was going to say, you're not going to mention that you're like an avid sports fan. I thought you should have led with that.
well, I should have, but you know what? I'd rather introduce myself so people know who I am, and then they'll understand more about me as we go along.
And another big part of you is that you hail from the great state of New York, Brooklyn, New York, to be exact.
Damn, that's
That's a
right.
that's a big
Another Brooklyn boy.
I feel like I'm in a Brooklyn sandwich. Pause, as Rosé would say.
heavy. Hey, listen. I don't want to call you that name we've been calling each other lately. Not here, but I would just leave it to what it is. Well, happy birthday. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to Eli.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to Eli. I want to say one thing. It's mental health awareness month. Last
Yep.
year, Eli had me not drinking for about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. And now I don't really drink like that no more. Shout out to Eli. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Eli's also the person. Uma made me go to therapy, but Eli made me also realize that I needed it because before I started therapy, he pointed out something that I had. As soon as I got intake, they told me I had that.
Wow.
So shout out to Eli, man.
You're
That's what I
welcome, Rosé. We're family, man. I got to watch out for my family.
yeah,
That's how
happy.
we are.
I love
You
that.
look good. 6 pause. Right. So welcome in. I hope everybody's having a good week. And this weekend has been a lot going on. A lot of stuff not in the news that's supposed to be in the news, but the biggest thing this weekend was the rap beef. And I love music. If you know, I do a rush hour. I play nothing but music in my stream. I love music, and I was hyped up for that battle. But it's once again, it just showed me the way social media is turning men into like females. Like, no, and I'm not, and there's no disrespect to the LGBTQ. I'm just saying, a couple months ago, Nicki and Megan had a beef. I didn't hear women posting and doing all that like how the men is now. And we just need to, I just don't understand, like, why is it like cool to do all this now? Like, what money are you getting by, like, being so invested in this? And I love music too, and I could have been one of them people, but I just don't move like that. And I just wanted to ask y'all, do y'all feel like social media is giving people a pass to do foolish things? That's what my question lies for. Like, and do y'all feel? And the other question is, do y'all feel like all that stuff was happening this weekend? There was a flood in Texas this weekend. I ain't seen no news about it. I had to go look and read for it. But that rap beef was all on everything. Even CNN reported it. So I'm just saying, like, that's how I feel. And I just wanted to ask people how they feel about it.
Well, first of all, for me, Kendrick Lamar won that battle.
Yeah.
And in
Agreed.
my humble opinion, Kendrick Lamar won that battle. He just about bodied Drake on that. But aside from that, the one thing about social media that I'm finding is that people are using social media to legitimize cancel culture, right? Because a lot of people are saying Drake can't come back from this. That's it. It's over, game over. And that's kind of really surprising because Drake has a lot of good hits. And Drake is a really good rapper. You know, he may not be, in my opinion, the best rapper, but he's a great rapper. So with all of this happening, and then you know, TikTok, I am a TikTok streamer, and TikTok is going crazy right now with videos, people making videos to support Kendrick and to make fun of Drake. So it's just like this catapult of emotions of things that's going on that causes me to believe that it's not so much social media, it's how people feel. Because I think there is a lot of people that just secretly don't like Drake. They don't like his success. They don't like his money. They don't like that he made it. They don't like that he's light skinned. They don't like that he gets all the women he wants or he looks so cute or whatever. Because every time this man makes a mistake or doesn't completely hit, they drag him for days upon days upon days. And going back to the beef between Nicki and Cardi, I think a lot of it was the same thing with Nicki Minaj. I think there's a lot of people that secretly didn't like her, and they were just waiting for this beef to just jump on the bandwagon because they weren't brave enough or courageous enough to go up against her. That's my opinions. Eli, I know you're not really that much into rap, but from the gist of what Rosé is saying, what are your opinions on this?
Let's put it this way. My opinion is it reminds me when they go back when you had the West Coast versus the East Coast, that was Biggie Smalls versus Tupac. When they were both best friends, and then they got pulled apart because of everybody saying, well, he's talking bad things about you, he's talking bad things about you. And it pulled them apart as a friendship where they were really tight because they were listening to other people, but they weren't listening to their real friends at all. You know, if you want to battle, you know, do it in a way that you guys, you know, understand each other, but not listening to other people because people love drama. And when they see the drama, it explodes. And unfortunately, look what happened with Biggie Smalls. And unfortunately, look what happened with Tupac. It got way out of control. There's violence that you got violence that comes right in control with everything. So, I mean, if you're gonna rap music has feelings, you know, it tells you what you are, how you feel, and some people just don't understand it no more. Like when we grew up, today's music is not like what we listen. It was meaning to that stuff, not today.
I totally agree with that. With that saying, the music had more substance. It was about quality, not quantity. It's like it's about quantity and not quality. So I totally agree with you about almost everything you said. So yeah, it's like the beefs generate money, and then the only people that lose out is the people that's beefing. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to see this person, and sometimes people around you may take it a certain way, but you can't control 70. These guys be rolling with 70 something people. You can't control that when they meet up, and you understand. So I would just say, just try to keep it peaceful and stuff like that. Stacey, what's up?
How you doing, Stacey?
So BN from the comments, because we are streaming live on Meetme while we do this podcast show. BN said, for some, bad press is press to keep their name in people's heads. And we can't you know, put that to rest. Like that is so true that sometimes people purposely want the bad press because if they're like losing their momentum or what mojo or whatever, it's just great to get some bad press because what they say, any press is good press, right? So that's a way to kind of keep them going as well. So I think with the rap battle, I I just really want to know why is everybody coming at Drake? Like, I mean, I know some people are saying he started it with his songs and whatever, but didn't he start it because somebody else started something?
I honestly think me, the way I see Drake, and this guy, I don't know him. I don't, but he seems like a guy that pillow talks to get women. That's the kind of vibes he gives me. And I mean that's just me. I know a couple people that's like that. He seemed like he'd like put bad on somebody to get a girl. That's how Drake is to me. And I feel like it's starting to catch up with him. Cause these ain't just I don't think these are just allegations. Everybody's saying Drake messed with their girl. He was like trying to holler at their girl or something. Everything can't be not true about you, basically. If everybody's saying one thing about you, chances are some of it is true.
Right. All
Just
right.
lying.
So that's big. What's going on this week is, of course, this rap battle, which seems to be ending now. And let's move on to our next topic. Eli, you came with a special topic this week. What's your topic on?
It's about fentanyl and how they are putting them in cigarettes and in drugs and everything. So that's a big thing going on down here in the state of Florida. That is really big. A
Are they
lot of
really putting fentanyl in cigarettes, or is this something
no,
happening?
no, they're actually putting it in the cigarettes. They're like crushing it up and then putting it in the cigarettes and everything. So, and it's a like you can't even tell when it's in there or not because the way they blended it all. And it's really getting hard down here in Florida now. Because I'll give you an example. One of my coworkers got locked up for that. She got caught with it, and they're not playing with that.
Yeah.
So,
Real quick, I kind of know about this. A speck of fentanyl could kill you. Like, if we gonna do it in like measurements, like probably like 0.2, like 0.2 grams could kill you. That can kill you. Like the smell, like fentanyl can be out somewhere and it's open and it'll bother you. That's how. I'm not talking about nobody. This is
No,
about a
about
gram.
the 0.2. We don't know the exact measure.
Allegedly 0.2. I don't know, but I seen it. I seen what it can do to people before, and it's like I just want to say I never seen so much people that use drugs pay so much money to go to sleep. Like that's where I'm at in life. Like they be drinking the lean, they be doing the fentanyl. All these drugs is prescription. These are all kind of pharmaceutical drugs. So
mhm.
they paying 300 for a zip of lean is like this much. They pay 300 for, and everybody all they do is go to sleep because that's what it does to you. It has you doped out and sleepy. So I never wanted to pay that much money to go to sleep. Sleep been free for me my life. That's all I'm gonna say. Try to bring a light because that's a situation.
So BN wanted a clarification. She said the manufacturer is putting it in, or is someone selling it illegally?
Well, the only way you can get that prescription is you got to have a script from the doctor, and that's the only way you can get that prescription. And what happens is once you get the script, people will start selling it, and they sell it illegally. That's what they're doing.
Okay, so it's not the manufacturers that's putting it in. It's
Um,
on the streets.
it's in the streets, but it's bad. It's getting really out of control.
Wow.
But
I think, like we're seeing that more, this crack and fentanyl and all this other stuff, these are really addictive drugs leaking into the public. And you know me, I always look at the bright side of things. And I think the bright side of this is that it's causing people to be more mindful about what they put into their bodies. And that's always a good thing, because the more mindful we are about what we put into our bodies, the better our health will be. And then the better our health is, the stronger our immune system. You guys see where I'm going with this?
right.
So there is a positive to be taken about it. Now, Stacy Baby from Meetme said 79 people overdosed here this week. 9 people died, and putting fentanyl in marijuana 3 blocks from me. Where is it here, Stacy, for our podcast listeners?
Austin, Texas.
Texas. Austin, 79 people overdosed just this week and 9 people died.
I ain't gonna lie, like not to cut nobody off, but this been like around the pandemic, it was a big thing to pop pills and do all these things. And a lot of people was pressing up pills allegedly with fentanyl in it. Like say if you wanted painkillers and you wanted a perk 30, a Percocet 30, or a perk 10, or whatever painkiller you wanted, they will press it up and they'll put fentanyl in it. And that's what kind of got people hooked on the fentanyl. It's really the painkillers. And painkillers is something that's so unjust because anybody could get hooked on painkillers. Because you could fall tomorrow, fall real hard, and need painkillers. And
Mhm.
if y'all want to see, if y'all want to see like a little more about the effects and all that, go watch Dope Sick. It's a good show. It gives you more of how it started. It's how all that began, where it came from, how they got it into the stores, who made it. It's about all that. But just if y'all have a chance, check out Dope Sick. I think it's on Apple TV or something.
Right. With me, as being a former, drug, I was never a drug user, but alcohol is part of a drug, so that's part of the family. When I go to the doctors, I tell them straight up, if I'm getting any medication, non-narcotics. I don't need any of that because I don't want to get hooked on this stuff. And they respect it. Unfortunately, there's some people that I try to help and try to get them off of it, and unfortunately, they just don't want to listen. I just do my best.
That's a hard drug. Them drugs have heroin in it.
Yeah.
Those hard to come off of. That's like growing up. Well, you from where I'm from.
Oh
Growing
yeah.
up, when I was coming up, like now is opioids. When I was coming up, it was heroin. It was
Mm-hmm.
heroin, cocaine, crack. Heroin was the strongest. That's what fentanyl is like right now. It's like heroin.
Yep.
What we gonna compare it to if it was back in the day, the people was older, and
Wow.
it's just so it's cheap and you could get it. So it's like I think fence. Well, let me not say that because this is not the channel for that. But
I'm trying to
listen,
see where you're looking at because you're not looking here, and then on the screen we can't see you. So where are you looking?
no, I was really looking at you, talking to you. I was
But
like looking
where
at.
are you looking over here?
I'm looking here and I'm looking here.
No, so if you're looking here, you got to move over because you're not in the screen.
There you go.
There you go. Because now we can only see half your face. Just
This is getting recorded, right?
right.
On the.
But from here, you're looking over there. So whichever, you just got to pick one to look at. And if you're looking over there, we can't see your face.
You see me now?
Yeah, like half of your face, but okay. All right. I just had to pick that up. Did we have any other topics from you gentlemen?
If anybody in Texas, like, see Stacy's in Texas, like, I hope everybody's okay. I don't know where the flood was, but I know it was a big flood in Texas. And I seen it was on a highway in the cities, and I seen a 18 north of Houston. Yeah, north of
Mm-hmm.
Houston. I seen a 18-wheeler on the highway going down into the water.
Yeah.
And like I was saying like this weekend, everybody was concerned that while that rap beef was going on, that was going on in Texas. And you couldn't find it on no news. You couldn't find it. No, you had to really go look. You had to go search Houston news. It wasn't on no national news. And that's crazy to me. What else is, it's like, I don't get that. I really don't. And it's like, why people watch CNN and these things if it's supposed to be world news so we can find out what's going on in the country? And Saturday, I turn on the TV and I don't see none of that. So
That's because,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But what I was going to say is because people are so much into the social media instead of what's going on in reality world. That's our problem. They want to see the drama. The heck with what's going on in the world. You know what? If it doesn't involve me, I don't care. That's what they're
And
thinking now.
that's what I found so strange because I was flipping through the channels and I came across it was one of those news channels and they were talking about the rap beef. And I remember saying to Rosé, like, this is kind of strange. Like, what does CNN have? I can't remember if it was CNN or Headline News or one of them, but I was like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, do people really need to know that Kendrick Lamar and Drake are having diss tracks at each other? So I thought that was strange. It's very much showing and giving distraction, distraction, distraction. And this
And
is
that's what we talk about.
all the time. Yeah, we do. We talk about we should change the name of this the RUMA mill to let's get distracted.
Or watch the distraction.
It is. It's just it's a lot of distractions going on.
You see, that's the funny thing in Florida. Most of the thing was about the weather, you know, because we are in the South, and with the front going through and everything, we have to watch it. And really nothing much about the battle raps, nothing too much about it. It was mostly the weather because of the heat. And we're only in early May and everybody's getting 100-degree weather almost already. And that's uncalled for.
Yeah, it was
So
90 degrees. I was like, oh, hot.
Weather is changing up. Well, this month, May, is Mental Health Awareness Month. And
yes,
we have been doing a lot of things on our streams. The three of us are streamers. And I know for myself, I've been doing a lot of things about, you know, your mental health. And I wanted to talk about some self-love reminders, because the biggest thing I've noticed as an energy healer, a soul alignment coach, is that people just really aren't taking care of themselves the way they need to take care of themselves. And I feel like we tend to care more about what other people are doing and thinking than actually caring about ourselves. So I wanted to give some tips, but before I do, Stacy said, we turn on the news and we hear flooding in Texas, and both we look at each other like, what and where? Yeah, and she lives in Texas and she didn't even know there was a flooding. Go ahead.
That's the biggest part I wanted to point out, that she lives in Texas and didn't know. That's crazy. You know, go ahead, finish. That's all.
That is wild. So I think this is a great segue into my bit about self-care and self-care reminders, self-love reminders, because I feel like with all these distractions going on in the real world and just the universe, the social media, the companies, the big companies, they're always wanting to distract us from what's going on. We have to remember to put the focus back on ourselves, right? So I'm going to name some things, and I just want to get like a feel from the viewers and our guests and Rosé, what that means for you. Okay, so I'll just say like something, and then I want to see everybody's take on it, what it means for them. So self-love reminders. Number 1, listen to your body.
Means if sometimes I'm like, if my body is telling me to stay in the house, I might have to stay in the house. Or if my body telling me to go out, like yeah, like that, basically like that. So like sometimes you might wake up and your back is hurt and you want to run around, but you might go out and hurt your back more. So sometimes you gotta listen to your body.
Good point, Eli.
well, for me, I do listen to my body to the certain point, you know, when I just can't do it no more. You know, if I overdo myself, then I'm going to hurt myself, and I not only hurt myself, I can hurt other people at the same time, and I just don't want to be doing that.
Beautiful. Wilma said, I am getting old. My body said, I'm getting old, so start relaxing. I love that for you, because that is true. You just don't, as you get older, you don't have the energy you used to have. So you become more mindful of how you move. All right, number 2, hold space for your feelings. What does that mean for you?
Wow.
That for me, that means just like it's almost like the same thing as following your body. It's like basically following your emotions. So it's like if you like say you wake up and you just got like a bad feeling about the day. hold space for that. Like, just relax, sit down, maybe meditate, whatever you got to do to clear your head and reset. I like to just watch a show and take a nap when stuff goes like that and
You
just
really-
start over. So yeah, that's what I do.
Eli?
Uh, me, when I just love me, I would meditate a lot. I do it when I'm at work. When I get my lunch break for the hour, I'm away from everybody. I'll sit near a tree with the pond, go near the ducks, just to get away, just hear the, just close your eyes and just clear your mind. Get away from everything. You're in your own world and you want to be just that way and just keep yourself going. That's how I do it all the time.
All right. Now, Bien from the Meetme Live says, hold space for your feelings means to me, I matter and my feelings are valid and to evaluate. And Adam says, emotions are temporary, takes the moment as experience. And I agree, because for me, when it says hold space for my feelings, I immediately think about my negative feelings, right? Like, I'm allowed to have negative feelings. Sometimes I think in the new world, the new age world, people just want to be like, oh, peace, love, and light, and don't feel anger or sadness or sorrow, but those are necessary emotions too. So that's what I think of with hold space to my feelings. All right, last one. Establish healthy boundaries. What does that look like for you guys? What does that mean to you guys?
If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. And if I don't like the energy that you're giving around me, I'm gonna remove myself from that situation. That's basically what it means. Like, just keep it boundaries, even boundaries for myself. Like, certain things I gotta, like, try to stop doing and stuff like that.
Okay.
With me, that would be something that I always do. It's called actions, beliefs, and consequences, A, B, and C. I write everything down. What's my actions? What I know what my beliefs are, and what could be the consequences. So I look at it and you're like, wow, do I really need to do this? Or what would happen? And I go by my ABCs. That's what I always talk with. And I just go with that.
Okay. And Wilma said, establish healthy boundaries means for me cutting people off to mentally keep me balanced. Bien says, for me, saying no to things. I don't have to please others to like me. Adam says, cut off the poison, bad negativity in people. I love it. So I did put the rest of, there was like 8 self-love reminders, and I did put the list up on my IG story. So if you guys are listening in and you want to see the rest of them, you have like a 24-hour period, I think, to watch them. And it is Uma B1111 on Instagram. You can find them in my IG story. So this is your reminder for May Mental Health Awareness Month. Self-love reminders, be your own cheerleader and just do good by yourself, because you're not here to please other people. You're here to please yourself. I want to thank Eli for coming into our show. Eli, please feel free to hang back for our after show on the Meetme Live. Always want to thank Rosè for being an awesome co-host. And a reminder to you guys that are listening on the recording, the RUMA MIll podcast show is aired live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Meetme Live app. If you want to watch us and come join the conversation, please download the Meetme app, come to live streams, look for my name, Uma B1111. Click favorite on my name. So when I stream, you will get a notification to come join me and Rosè and our guest of the week. And of course, if you'd like to be a guest on our show, hit me up on the IG, Uma B1111, and I will be happy to take your request. Gentlemen, have a great night. Thank you guys for coming.